Hey, what's up guys, John from Team AYB, here with my deck profile for X-Sabers. I've been playing this deck basically non-stop for the past, month, trying to get it as competitive as possible, and I'm convinced that this is the most competitive version of the deck, except for running Maxis, which I don't have, because I'm not sure if I want to invest the money into it, because it's a lot of money for one card. But, so yeah, I'm going to go over the deck profile. 3 Emmer's Blade. I see a lot of people that are running 2 now because they say battle damage, doesn't happen as much, but I don't know, maybe that's just how their area plays, but I get his effect off every single game. Triple Dark Soul because you just need to, it's so good. 2 Fall Troll because you really don't want to draw into him at a bad time. That usually happens when you have 3. You mostly get him with Dark Soul anyway, so you don't really need to get those clutch top decks with him. You can usually search him. 2 Bogarts because 3 is just too many. You don't really want to. Yeah, I mean you want to use his effect at certain times, but it gets countered too easily now. So I mean I mostly beat with him, to be honest, and I use his effect. It's just kind of there for when I need it. I play 2 Full Helms. I used to play 3, but you don't really get her second effect off anymore to special summon from the grave, because really the only thing that's being put in defense is, Sangins and stuff like that. There's not Spore Dandy tokens anymore. And she has a great first effect, don't get me wrong, but I usually search her with Emmer's Blade or search her with Dark Soul. She's also really good to search for when you force your opponent to play defensive. So after you get Beast Stardust, you search her off your Dark Soul search. This way, because you're expecting them to play defense position monster. That's when you're gonna get the effect off. So yeah, then we have 2 Paschal. Paschal is just a really, really great card. It's an awesome level 2 tuner. It works great with Reinforced Truth. It gets a Beast Stardust. That's the main play that Sabers are doing now. They set Dark Soul, set Reinforced Truth. Next turn they go Dark Soul Paschal, and then they special Fall Troll, then they go Beast Stardust. And it's a really good lockout, especially if you can back up the cards on the field. So yeah, 2 Paschal, it's a great card. And then because I dropped the Full Helm, I decided to throw in an Arabellum. His effect really does get in there sometimes. He forces bottomlesses and warnings. It's just a really great card. I run 1 Hamster. I'm actually thinking about maybe making it 2, or maybe just cutting him completely. I'm kind of up in the air about him. The thing that I learned about playing X-Sabers is you need Emmer's Blade and Dark Soul for this deck to be successful. So that's why I run Hamsters, just so I can get that Dark Soul. And I mean, I've gotten Arabellum a few times when it's needed, but I mean, it's mostly for Dark Soul. Since I don't have Maxis, I do play 3 Valors because you really just need to. If I had 2 Maxis, I'd make it 2 Valor, 2 Maxi. I was thinking about adding a Crow just to stop Inzectors and windups, but I'm just running 3 Valor, and it works out really well. And then the final monster is 1 Gores. It's just Gores. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now, I get a lot of criticism for running this, but I run 3 Duality. And the reason being is X-Sabers aren't as fast as they used to be. So everyone's like, you can't run Padua and X-Sabers, you special summon so much. And I'm like, well, here's the thing. This deck takes time to set up, and it very often will open with full monster hands and sometimes even full magic trap hands. So you need to add consistency to this deck, and Duality just does that. So it's just so good because you can Duality into a Dark Soul and Emmer's Blade. And that's the main reason I run 3 of this card. It's if you get slowed down 1 turn, the deck's already slow. It plays slow. So I mean you're really not special summoning every turn. You basically get set up and then you go off. So that's why I play the triple Duality. It's necessary in my opinion. 2 MST just to get rid of some back row. The 1 Reborn. The 1 Mind Control because we're running 5 tuners, yeah. The 1 Book because it's Book. The whole Heavy, and that rounds out the magics. For traps, I have 2 Torrential. It works really, really well with Dark Soul, and it works amazingly to shut your opponent's play down. 2 Gothams because this is an extreme win condition. 2 warning, yeah, a judgment, the truth, the trap stun, and then a compulse. I don't play Fiendish Chain. I really like Compulse though at 1 because I seem to always get it at a clutch time. Like I'll top deck it when they go in the Zen mains and stuff. It's just really good. I'll just splash in the extra. It's pretty standard X-Saber stuff, but Catastor, Beast, Barkion, Gaia, double High-End Lay, the Brio, the Black Rose, Souza, Stardust, Scrap, Colossal, Gothams, Chimera Tech. You need to play this against windups. Like when they hand loop you and you top deck Cyber Dragon, it just completely saves you the game. And then the only Black Monster I run is Acid Golem. The reason I don't run Exceeds is because you really don't want to lose Dark Soul and Ember's Blade's effect. It's the main reason. The X-Saber Exceed Invoker, it's really not that good. Your only target's Bogart unless you're doing some crazy techs, which I've seen people do. It's probably not too bad, but it's not as bad. It's not as good as my build, in my opinion. And Acid Golem's just there in case you absolutely need to get over something big. Tyler Nolan actually convinced me because I was running Red Gear and Armory Arm, and this is just much better. So yeah, that's my X-Saber deck. If you have any comments about it or suggestions or questions, you could just PM or leave in the comments. Thanks for checking out the video, and yeah.